Imagine standing on the edge of a cliff, your dreams crumbling and your money almost gone. This was Elon Musk in 2008. He had bet everything on two impossible ideas: electric cars and private rockets. Tesla and SpaceX were both on the verge of collapse. He could only save one, or lose them both. Most would have given up, but Musk saw failure as just another problem to solve. He wanted a future with clean energy and humans on Mars. He pushed all his remaining money into his companies, borrowing from friends to pay bills. It was a crazy gamble, a bet against all odds. Without Musk's stubborn belief, the electric car revolution might have stalled, and affordable space travel might have stayed a dream. His journey is a lesson in persistence. The biggest breakthroughs often come after the biggest setbacks. In 2008, the world watched as Musk faced disaster. Newspapers called him a fool, mocking his failures. SpaceX's first 3 rockets exploded. Tesla was burning through cash. The global economy crashed, making money impossible to find. For anyone else, this would have been the end. But for Musk, it was just the beginning of his most important chapter. He knew that if he could just make it through this storm, he could prove everyone wrong. The pressure was immense, but he refused to quit. He was all in, ready to lose everything for the chance to win everything. This moment defined Musk, a man willing to risk it all to build the future. The world came close to losing Tesla and SpaceX. But Musk's refusal to give up changed everything. His story begins at the edge of failure, with the world watching to see if he would fall. Before rockets and electric cars, Elon Musk was a quiet, bookish boy in South Africa. Bullied at school and facing a difficult home life, he learned to be tough and self-reliant. Books and computers became his escape and his superpower. At 10, he got his first computer and taught himself to program in days. By 12, he sold his first video game, proving he could turn ideas into reality. These early successes showed him that technology was a world where ideas mattered more than strength. He dreamed of America, the land of opportunity. South Africa felt too small for his ambitions. His difficult childhood didn't break him. It forged his resilience. He learned to fight for his place and build his own reality. The pain and isolation became fuel for his drive. He was determined to leave and chase his grand visions. Musk's love of learning and grit would become the foundation for everything he built. His story is proof that hardship can be the forge of greatness. The outsider became the visionary. At 17, Musk left South Africa for North America, chasing his dreams. After college, he dove into Silicon Valley's tech boom, launching Zip2 with his brother. They lived in their office, working non-stop to build an online city guide. Their relentless work paid off. Compaq bought Zip2 for over $300 million, making Musk a millionaire at 28. But the money was just fuel for his next idea. He launched X.com to revolutionize online banking, aiming to make money transfers instant and easy. Fierce competition with Confinity led to a merger, creating PayPal. Musk became the largest shareholder, ready to change how the world used money. For most, this would be the finish line. For Musk, it was just the start. He saw technology as a way to reshape entire industries. His drive was relentless, his vision always bigger. The lessons from these early ventures would shape his future risks. He was never satisfied with just success. He wanted impact. Each win was a stepping stone to something greater. Musk's journey from code to cash set the stage for his boldest bets. The real adventure was just beginning. The PayPal merger brought success and conflict. As CEO, Musk pushed for risky changes, clashing with co-founder Peter Thiel and the engineering team. Tensions boiled over while Musk was on his honeymoon. The board staged a coup, replacing him as CEO. Musk returned to find himself ousted from his own company. It was a brutal betrayal, but he stayed on as a major shareholder. When PayPal sold to eBay, Musk walked away with $180 million. The experience taught him a hard lesson: vision isn't enough, you need control. He vowed never to let anyone take his dream away again. The pain of PayPal fueled his next moves. He learned to manage people in politics, not just technology. Musk's resolve only hardened. The setback became a springboard. With new capital and hard-won wisdom, he was ready for his wildest ambitions. The next chapter would demand everything he had. Musk was determined to be the master of his own destiny. With his PayPal fortune, Musk launched SpaceX and invested in Tesla. Both companies faced impossible odds: giant industries, massive costs, and relentless setbacks. SpaceX's first 3 rockets failed spectacularly. Tesla's Roadster was plagued by delays and cost overruns. The 2008 financial crisis hit, drying up investment. Musk was nearly broke, borrowing from friends to keep the lights on. He worked non-stop, exhausted and under immense pressure. Both companies teetered on the edge of bankruptcy. The world saw a failing entrepreneur, but Musk's determination only grew stronger. He refused to surrender, even as everything seemed lost. The darkest days tested his limits. He faced an impossible choice: save one company or lose both. Musk risked everything for one last shot. The world doubted him, but he never doubted himself. The storm was about to break. Everything hinged on one final rocket launch. In September 2008, SpaceX's last funds went into a fourth attempt. Failure meant the end of SpaceX and Musk's dreams. The team watched in tense silence as Falcon 1 lifted off. This time, the rocket reached orbit. Cheers erupted. Years of struggle paid off in a single moment. NASA took notice, awarding SpaceX a $1.6 billion contract. The deal saved the company and gave Musk the momentum to rescue Tesla. Investors, inspired by SpaceX's success, gave Tesla a last-minute lifeline. Both companies survived by the thinnest margin. Musk had gone from the brink of disaster to historic victory. The fourth launch was more than a technical feat. It was a turning point. Musk proved that private companies could reach space. His gamble had paid off, changing the course of history. The darkest days were over. Musk's vision was vindicated. He had saved both his companies and his dream of the future. The world would never doubt him the same way again. From despair, Musk forged his destiny. Surviving 2008, Musk's ambitions exploded. Tesla's Model S proved electric cars could be fast and desirable. SpaceX's reusable rockets became icons of a new space age. Musk launched the Boring Company to fight traffic with underground tunnels. Neuralink aimed to connect brains and computers, pushing the limits of science fiction. He unveiled Starship, a rocket designed to take humans to Mars. OpenAI was founded to ensure artificial intelligence benefits humanity. Musk juggled multiple billion-dollar companies, each tackling existential problems. He became a celebrity CEO, inspiring engineers and dreamers worldwide. Tesla became a symbol of sustainable energy, not just cars. SpaceX was about making life multi-planetary. Musk's relentless drive built ecosystems, not just products. He had come back from the brink to shape the future. In 2022, Musk made his boldest, most controversial move, buying Twitter for $44 billion. He promised to protect free speech, but the takeover was chaotic. Musk fired top executives, slashed staff, and changed the rules overnight. He rebranded Twitter as X, aiming to create an everything app. The changes polarized users and advertisers, causing revenue to plummet. Supporters saw him as a free speech champion. Critics called him reckless. Musk's own behavior on the platform fueled controversy. The debate over his leadership became a global conversation about power and responsibility. The purchase was more than a business deal, it was a cultural earthquake. Musk risked a fortune on a new vision, but the outcome remains uncertain. The world watched as he reshaped a digital town square. The aftershocks are still being felt. Once again, Musk bet everything on a bold idea. The stakes had never been higher. Elon Musk's story is a modern epic, one man shaping the future. From bullied outsider to industry titan, his impact is undeniable. He's inspired a generation to dream bigger and move faster. But his journey raises tough questions about power and accountability. Should one person shape the future for everyone? The line between visionary and disruptor is thin. Musk's ambitions, Mars, AI, global communication, are thrilling and risky. The debate isn't just about Musk, it's about our collective future. Progress, power, and responsibility are all on the line. What will Musk do next? Will he soar or fall? Whatever happens, his story reminds us, the future is built by those bold enough to imagine it, and stubborn enough to make it real. The story of Elon Musk is still being written, and we're all living in it.